Hey guys, welcome back. In honor of Valentine's Day being this week, I figured a lot of you might be going on a first date or searching for that first date. So I thought I would share some friendly advice and some helpful tips to make getting ready a little less nerve-wracking on Valentine's Day. I remember my first date with Kyle. We've been together for 4 years now, so I even have the anniversary card that he gave me. Our anniversary was on January 21st. On our first date, it went amazing, minus I was a disaster, and long story short, I was in such a rush to get ready and I was panicking, and when I went to finish my hair, I was gonna hairspray it, and I ended up spraying myself directly in the eyeball with the hairspray. So the entire first date, my eye was watering profusely, it was bloodshot, I was constantly worrying about my makeup getting ruined and thinking what he was thinking about my eyes. And he's so sweet, he didn't mention anything the entire date. But after we had been dating for a while, I asked him if he noticed anything about my eye that night. And he's like, yeah, I noticed, but I didn't want to say anything. And obviously everything worked out fine. Since we're still together, he's stuck with me forever. And trust me, these tips are helpful for any big event. It doesn't have to be for a first date. I just know for a first date, you can be a little more nervous. So if you guys are interested and want to hear some of my tips, keep on watching. Okay, so I really wanted my first tip to be to give yourself enough time to get ready. And then I thought about it, and we sometimes don't have control over how much time is given to us to get ready because things pop up last minute. You might get stuck at work late or school late. So instead, I want to say just plan ahead and get all the little things out of the way. Things like your nails, your hair, shaving, because all of that will add up right before if you only have 10 to 15 minutes to get ready. For me, my hair is a huge factor because it's so thick that it can take up a lot of time to style if I have to wash it. And pro tip, some of you guys might already know this, but dirty hair holds style better than freshly washed hair. So it is best to wash your hair a day before or even 2 days before a big event, because if you want to do anything aside from like a fresh blowout, it's going to hold a style a lot longer and a lot better versus freshly washed hair. And if it gets too dirty, there's always dry shampoo. And also when it comes to shaving, I'm always the type of person that decides to show my legs last minute when I haven't shaved all week long, which leads me to a little update that I wanted to give you guys. As you know, I partnered with TRIA on a previous video to show you how to use the hair removal laser 4X. It's this tool right here, and I've been treating the bottom half of my left leg. I'm going to put up a photo in just a moment, and I'm just going to give you a warning. It's quite embarrassing for me. I debated even putting this photo up because I had to grow my hair out to show the results. So I'm going to put the photo up now, and you can see that there's like little bald spots around all the other hair. I do wish I had taken a before photo, but I was so excited to use it, and you do have to shave before doing the treatment. So I shaved and did the treatment before taking a before photo. So that was my fail. My bad, you guys. I'm definitely gonna start treating my underarms. So what bothers me most isn't the actual hair, it's how dark the skin looks after shaving. So if I had treated my underarms before my trip, I feel like I would have been better off, but honestly, I just don't think I could show my armpits here on YouTube. I don't think anyone can, that's so awkward. I bet you guys are just waiting for me to lift up my arms now since I'm wearing a tank top, right? So you guys can catch a glimpse of my pits. Not gonna happen. My next tip would be to have 1 to 2 outfits on deck at all times. In case something pops up last minute, maybe you get asked out on a date the date of Valentine's Day, or maybe your girlfriend's calling, they're like, hey, get your butt off the couch and let's go out. Because I think when you don't have anything to wear, you're less likely to go out or say yes to that date or to going out with your girlfriends because you don't want to have to go out and shop for something, especially if it's last minute. My go-to is always a black romper. You can't go wrong with a black romper because you don't have to worry about tailoring your hair or makeup to your outfit. Black or just black on black on black. Black goes with everything. You can do whatever it is that you want with your makeup and then just put on a black outfit and you're good to go. A romper is so easy because it's one piece and you don't have to match a top to a bottom. My favorite place to shop for black rompers is Topshop because they do have a petite section and it is hard to find a romper that fits perfectly if you're petite or even if you're super tall. Topshop has a tall section and also a petite section. I really want to do a video on some like petite girl hacks, so let me know if that interests you guys. Most likely that will only appeal to the petite girls watching this video. And another great place to shop for rompers is ASOS because they also have a petite section, which I have ordered some rompers from their website and they always fit really, really well. So have 1 or 2 outfits on deck, preferably one of them being a black romper. Can't go wrong. Next, I would say practice whatever hair and makeup look it is that you want to do before the big event or the big date. It can get really stressful if you're trying out some new techniques, or let's just say you never do a winged liner and you want to do a winged liner that night. It can go south real quick if the wing liner isn't working out, especially if you're shaky and nervous. And I highly recommend for a first date or anything where dinner is involved, wearing a nude lip or even just like a lip balm or a lip gloss, because something like this, like a red lip or a dark vampy lip, can get really messy really quick. So I highly suggest a tinted lip balm, a nude gloss, or a nude lip. It also just makes your lips look a little more luscious and kissable versus a dark vampy lip. I feel like those tend to scare people away. Even though I love them, you guys know a vampy lip is my absolute favorite, but I will never wear a vampy lip to a lunch meeting, a dinner, anything where food is involved, because if the food has oil in it, even if it's a liquid lipstick, it gets so messy. I will give you guys one recommendation though for a liquid lipstick that I think fades really nicely. It doesn't crack and it doesn't start to look really funky on the lips after a while. And that's the Jouer lip creams. These to me are, well, these are my current favorite liquid lipsticks. First of all, they smell like, oh my God, they smell like butterscotch or vanilla. They smell absolutely delicious and they just fade really nicely. They don't fade like other liquid lipsticks where they start to crack and crumble. They fade nicely. They kind of start to disappear versus cracking and flaking off the lips. If you guys are looking for a good liquid lipstick to wear on a first date, I highly recommend the Jouer lip creams. My next piece of advice would be to do something that you personally find comforting to help calm any nerves that you might have, because when you're nervous, it shows. For me, I get like really shaky, my lip gets really quivery, and it's no bueno. So maybe it's getting a mani-pedi. I love getting pedicures. I find them so relaxing. Just a pedicure though. I don't like getting like my nails or like a mani and pedi at the same time and being like, I find that to be stressful versus relaxing. But I find a pedicure to be so relaxing. Going to the gym, it helps to release a lot of excess energy. If I don't go to the gym, I'm sort of like stir crazy and going crazy on the inside. So going to the gym is awesome. Anything that you personally find comforting will do the trick. And my last and most important tip is to simply just be yourself when on a first date, because I have witnessed it firsthand where someone tailors who they are to the other person's liking, and that never lasts very long. So just be yourself. The person has already asked you out on the first date, so they already like you for who you are, so why be anything else? I know it sounds so cheesy and cliche, but sometimes we forget and we start saying things that we normally wouldn't say, or we try and dress how we normally wouldn't dress and do our makeup differently, when why not just be the best version of yourself? And I clearly have, I've been with Kyle for 4 years, so I don't encounter this situation with first dates anymore, but sometimes with events, I get so caught up in trying to come up with like a cool outfit or do my makeup different and cool and spectacular, and it ends up failing and my makeup looks worse and I end up hating my outfit, and then that's all I'm thinking about at the event, and then I find it hard to be myself. So first and foremost, even though this is my final tip, be yourselves and have fun and just enjoy the day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and maybe those of you who don't have anyone to talk to before going on a first date, I know this is another reason I wanted to do this video. I was getting some snaps or questions from people asking for some advice on dating, because I don't know, maybe I look like a pro dater even though I've been stuck with the same guy for 4 years, but I wanted to give advice to those of you who maybe don't have anyone to talk to before you go on that first date. So I hope you guys found this helpful and you enjoyed the video. As always, if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, so I see you in the next one. Bye guys. I'm too sexy for my shirt, too sexy. Well, I still have this eyeliner on. I'm a model, you know what